Hey, welcome back. What brings you in today? Sega Genesis isn't working? No problem, I can actually take a look for you and test it out. Are you going to be shopping today as well? Just a trade-in? Perfect timing. We actually do need some more inventory, so that sounds great. So why don't I take a look at the console? Did you bring in any games? Perfect. And then what about controllers? You just have one. Okay. And then what about a power cord? Okay. And a V cord. Perfect. Alright, so then I can take everything for you. Oftentimes it could be a controller issue. And then you can set the other two cords right there. I have a TV, and I will just plug it in and see what's going on. So let me first take a look, and this looks like it's the Model 2. I always can't believe how light these feel. Alright, Sega Genesis, Model MK1631. Okay, if you need help, 1-800-USA Sega. Okay. So this does look a little older, but definitely not in the worst condition I've ever seen. So the first thing I'm going to do is just dust it. It does look pretty dusty. There's a lot of fingerprints as well. So let me see if I can just get some of those off. And so have you used a Sega Genesis before? Okay, so you think when you were much younger. Okay, it's pretty simple to operate. But if one of the power cords is not working, or it could be old, then obviously it might not turn on, so that could be the issue. Let's see, I'm going to dust the front here. And yeah, you said you got it at a yard sale, so it looks like it's probably just sitting in somebody's house for a long time. But let's see, power looks good. Here, reset looks good. The cartridge, input looks good. And then obviously the slots for controllers looks good. And then on the back I see the AV out and then the power slots, so those look good. Just look at the bottom. It does look like there's some sticky substance right there, so I can get something in a little bit to clean that. But yeah, this looks like it's in pretty good condition. And were you looking to keep this or sell it? You're keeping this. Okay. Did you bring in any other consoles? A Dreamcast as well. Perfect. Okay. And are you selling that one? Yes. Okay. Perfect. Now I do have a Genesis instruction manual. Like I said, I was looking through it earlier, but I don't think we should need it. Just want to double check because I have not actually tested one for quite a while in the shop. Okay, so I know we need power cord. We have our TV, converter. Just see. Stereo sound, audio input checks to make sure we're on the right channel. Okay. Yeah, there actually is a troubleshooting chart in the back here. which might be of some use in the future for you. Let me show you. So it shows some different issues that you might encounter. No picture on the screen, screen flickers or no color, no game sound, picture is unsteady, no power light. So I actually might just give this to you to take home. I think I do have a few extras, so you can just have that. And hopefully we won't have to use it. So I'm just going to bring the TV over and then we'll test out the Genesis. Alright, so first I'll be plugging in the adapter right on the back. And then the AV goes right next to it. And that one's kind of tricky to get in, but there's a little arrow on the top. So just make sure you see the arrow on the top and then you can push it in. And here we are with the controller. So it looks pretty good, as you can see. Not in that bad of a condition. But we will test it out and just make sure. And obviously not too many buttons on the Genesis controller either, so pretty simple. And let's get a game. So I will just grab from your trade-in pile if you don't mind, since we have them here. So we'll just do a classic. Alright, so I just hit the power button, and here we go. Now let's see how terrible I am. Well, I'm also playing sideways too, so I can really not see what I'm doing. But as you can see, it is working properly. Actually, it's funny because as I'm playing right now, I feel like it's making me extremely dizzy. So I don't think I'll be playing this again anytime soon, but I'm very glad it's working. And it looks like the power cord was probably just the issue. So let's turn this off and look at the rest of your items. Alright, so I'm very happy the Genesis is working. So I'm going to go through now and look at your trade-ins if you don't mind. And I guess we'll start with this. So this is a Sega Genesis, Sonic the Hedgehog. It looks like it's in good condition. And I already know the game works since we tested it. And I am happy to see it's also complete with the instruction manual, which does add some value. So I can give you $20 for this game. And I'll just go through and tell you how much I can give you. Then we can add it up at the end and see if you're interested. Okay? These boxes are so noisy, so I'm just going to set them like this. Okay. So what's next? This is Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis. So let's see the back. And I did forget to mention that since you're a returning customer, I will be giving you close to full price to what these games are worth today, which is much better than our competitor chain stores. And so I do hope you will continue to come back to us. So this looks like. It also has the manual. Let's see. Okay, perfect. I see you have some codes in here. Do you want those? Okay, I'll just give that to you. Perfect. And then the game looks like it's in a good condition. So, perfect. I can give you $20 for this as well. Next is Flashback, The Quest for Identity. I think this one is actually worth about $20 as well. And if I recall correctly, I think they actually just remade this. Or just remastered it, I mean. I don't know if it was for Switch or something else, but I do remember seeing something about it. And I think it's like a sci-fi game. I actually never played it myself. But I do see we have the game in here. And then this manual, which has some nice artwork on the cover. And what is this? Some kind of poster. Okay, yeah, I guess it comes with some kind of Sega poster. I see a Ninja Turtle on the back. Let's open it up and see what it is. Ninja Turtles, the Hyperstone Heist. That's what it's for. So this is cool. I actually like things like this for the game store. So will you be trading this in with it? Okay, perfect. And it also looks like we have this, which is so funny. Just a little advertisement of a number to call if you can't beat the game. So it says Stumped. Call US Gold Tips and Information Game Line. 85 cents per minute charge if you're under 18. Get your parents' permission. So funny. I love it. Alright, so yeah, I'll give you $25 for this game. Next up is Rocket Knight Adventures. And I'm pretty sure this is actually worth a good amount right now. So let me check on my computer. Yeah, so it looks like about $60. So I can give you about $55. And again, I see at the game and the instruction manual. It looks like it's in good condition. And are these games you also found at the yard sale? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I played this maybe once, but I think it's kind of before my time. I didn't play much Sega, but I know this is a more popular game, so happy to take it off your hands. Alright, so yeah, $55 for this one. Next we have Subterranea, which I've actually never even heard of. Aliens have invaded a vital subterranean mining colony. Fly a prototype fighter through impossible caverns to rescue miners and blast the aliens into the darkest pit of space. Sounds kind of cool. Again, we have the game and the manual. And then this is just a promotion. What is this for? Get Sega Visions 6 months free and learn to win. So that looks like it was a Sega magazine maybe. So I don't think this game is worth too much, but I can give you $10. Okay, good. Okay, and then the last Genesis game, Asterix and the Great Rescue. I don't think I've ever played this either. Master of 50 zones of mazes, puzzles, and comical military might. Okay, very interesting. So I may have to look up how much this one's worth. So I see the game, the instruction manual, this promotion again, and then what is this? This looks like it's actually a Sonic poster. Did you know that was in here? Let's see what it's advertising. So it looks like it's actually advertising Sega Game Gear and a few other cool things. Alright, so now on to the Dreamcast, and this is so much heavier than the Genesis. Okay, you said you are trading this in. Okay. So it does look pretty nice. Okay. Looks like it maybe has just been sitting as well. A little dusty. Let me dust. And do you know if it's working? Okay. So I'm probably not going to test it out right now, but I will test it later on. And then if there's any issues, I'll let you know. But I do trust you since you're a returning customer several times. Okay. And then I see you have a few games that you don't want. Okay. And do you have the VMU with you as well for the controller? Okay. And are you familiar with that? Okay, yeah, I can tell you about it. Okay, so yeah, this looks very nice. Let me just open it up. Okay, yeah, it looks good. Perfect. And I always felt like this kind of looks like a spaceship. This looks like it's also in nice condition, a little bit used, but that's to be expected. Just test all the buttons. That one was sticking a little bit, but that's okay. Probably hasn't been used in quite a while. This sounds really nice. D-pad. It's absolutely fine. Alright, so this is the VMU, the virtual memory unit. So here it is. And it stored data, but it also had some animations that would come on for some of the Dreamcast games. And you could even play some mini games on here as well. So just kind of a funny feature for the Dreamcast. So because you have that, it definitely adds some value. And I'll just wipe this down, but it's pretty nice. And what made you want to trade all this in? Yeah, it's so interesting. Some people really do care about collecting, and some people just don't, and that's fine. We're always looking for new things to be traded in, like I said, so we appreciate it. Alright, so now the games. We have Sonic Adventure. This is a great game. So buckle up, and we're talking a 5-point harness. Sonic the Hedgehog will propel your Dreamcast into the Warp Speed 3D adventure. Yeah, this is a really good game. And let's see what the disc looks like. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Nice and clean. And I can give you about $40 for this, especially since it comes with the manual again, so that's a great trade-in. Resident Evil Code Veronica. I do see there's some sticker residue, but I can get that off. Everything you feared after narrowly surviving the horrific onslaught in Raccoon City. Claire Redfield now seeks clues in search of her missing brother, Chris. The Umbrella Corporation memo read, Confidential Phase 1, Raccoon City, test complete. Phase 2, Paris facility, fully operational. I wonder what that means. Okay, so we have the disc here, and actually I think there's 2 discs. Let's see the discs. This one's good. The second one, good. And I can actually give you, let's see, probably $30 for this. Okay, then House of the Dead 2, another good game. See, it has the manual. Let's see. The disc. Very nice. Can give you 30 for this as well. Yeah, these games are worth a little bit more. And then Frogger 2, Swampy's Revenge. Actually, I remember playing Frogger a lot growing up. So we have the manual. Let's see. Looks nice. Okay. Yeah, I can give you $20 for this. Perfect. So let me just use my computer here to add up. So 20, 20, 60 for Rocket Knight, then 10, 25, 10, and then we'll do 30, 40, 30, 20. Alright, so how about with the Dreamcast, of course, $350 total? Perfect. And would you like cash or store credit? Store credit? Okay, great. Well, I can get that in the system for you. So you will not have to worry about giving me any cash or anything. You are good to go. And did you need anything else while you're here? Well, it was so nice talking to you today, and I really appreciate all of this inventory that you gave us. So thank you again. And be on the lookout for an email from us soon. I know you're on our mailing list. We will have a big holiday sale coming up. So I hope to see you then. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon.